Previously on MasterChef Australia. Reese, Callum and Poe
This is my ticket to top 5.
found themselves under intense pressure
This is your biggest cook yet. Come on!
as they fought fiercely to stay in the competition.
Pressure's on. Let's see how we can go. Giddy up.
They rose to the challenge with some wonderful dishes.
If I ate that dessert in any restaurant around the country, I'd be pretty impressed.
But
Poe.
it was a sad day for all.
It has been the greatest privilege to have you back in this kitchen.
It's been everything that I wanted it to be.
As they said farewell to one of MasterChef's greatest legends. Tonight, prepare for a week of the most amazing food this competition has ever seen.
This is the time to bring my A game.
The battle for a ticket to finals week begins.
Burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star. In our souls, we all know our dreams make us. Burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star.
I'm excited to get to top 5. I think everyone wants this just as much as I do, but I can definitely find that next gear, the next stop on this MasterChef train.
Good luck, guys.
The next step is now finals week. We are so close, I can almost taste it, so I want to do anything I can to get there.
My goal was top 10 and then top 5. So now for me is a sprint to the trophy. Oh, it's a huge box.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. That's a big box, Reynold.
For a big day.
All right. Congratulations, guys. I'm going to make this official. You are our top 5 for 2020. Well done. It seems like only yesterday when you guys first walked through that door. And it seems like only yesterday when we walked through the doors as well, actually. I reckon we were more nervous than you lot combined. And now, here we all are, so close to finals week.
Wow.
Over the course of the season, we've seen some incredible dishes from every single one of you. And the best way to secure your spot in the finals week is to keep them coming. Get a top dish today, and you get a chance to cook in the final immunity challenge tomorrow. Win that immunity, and you get the first spot in the finals week.
This is crazy. I mean, we've had so many immunities over the course of this season, but today is the last one, so I know that everyone is going to be fighting so hard to make sure they're in it.
Reese, top 6 last time, you made it to top 5.
Yeah.
But what do you have to do to win this thing?
I know my style and I know what I love, and I'm just going to do my thing and having fun.
Have fun, great strategy, good chat. Callum?
Earlier on in the competition, it's just as much about avoiding being eliminated as it is actually trying to have the best dish of the day. But at this point, I think it's about trying to win every challenge.
Not wrong, mate. You are not wrong. Reynold, you've shown us some pretty amazing dishes. Have you got any left?
I've got a few left. I mean, I want to beat my previous position. I want to be at least at top 4. But as you guys pointed out, it's about the choices you make during the cook, and you've got to make better ones. No more mistakes.
Laura, in season 6, you were in the top 5.
Yeah,
And Amelia was there too.
she was.
How does it feel being here again with her?
So nice. Like, honestly, we had, I think, the best time the first time around, so it's nice to do it again with her.
At what point do you stop becoming mates?
Long ago.
Oh, Billsy.
Let the Hunger Games begin.
I'm joking, Lozzie. Honestly, I think last time I got a little ahead of myself, and this time I am just taking it one day at a time, just trying to do my best every single day. I genuinely did not think I would be here in this season, so every day I'm just loving.
All right, guys, head to your benches.
Oh, where do I want to go?
Just joking, Lozzie.
I know.
Friend vibes only.
I'm on the back row bandit again.
This is a very big mystery box, by the way.
All right, last week there was a Rubik's Cube under the mystery box. So let's see what's in store this week. Away you go.
Oh!
Oh, whoa. Oh, it's a little terrarium. Oh my God, what does that even mean?
Ah. Nothing in this terrarium is striking me as edible, so I hope we don't have to dig for ingredients.
That's right, it's a terrarium.
This is nice.
A tiny green world, all in perfect balance. Nature in a glass bowl.
That's so pretty.
Some of the best art, the best architecture, poetry, and especially the best food all take inspiration directly from nature. And that's what we want you to do today. Bring us a dish, sweet or savoury, inspired by nature. And to help you, we have put together a very special pantry. Andy, Jock?
You ready, Muscles?
You ready, big man?
Look at the wobbles, mate.
Ah.
Whoa.
Ah, effortless. How good does this look?
Wow, that's cool.
There are so many great ingredients on that table. Callum, take my word for it, mate. I know you can't see 2 foot in front of you.
Just seeing green splodges, mate.
Pretty much every dish I cook, I'm inspired by either the seasons or particular produce that's available at the moment, and then kind of work backwards to a dish from there. So I think this challenge is going to suit me.
But on top of all of that, you can also use anything you want from the garden and the main pantry. Happy now?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Very happy.
Think of this one as inspo that you can shop from. You'll have a pretty extensive 75 minutes to cook whatever you want, sweet or savoury, as long as it's inspired by nature. The 3 of you who do the best job, you get to battle it out for the all-important immunity from the All-In Sunday elimination.
Last one.
Every single inch of your focus from this time forward should be getting into finals week. It's nearly here. All right, we all ready, gang?
Yep.
Let's get this thing started. Your time starts now.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Mackies.
I've already done a couple of dishes that are really nature inspired, but I've got a couple more up my sleeve.
Oh, so many nice ingredients.
So many beautiful ingredients.
Made it. This week's immunity is literally the most important immunity of the competition because it's the one to get you into finals week. I want it more than anyone else.
What a challenge we've set. Inspired by nature. And if you're not inspired by nature, you're probably in the wrong game.
Get another job.
Exactly, get another job. Because chefs, we just dig it. And that's when your best food comes from.
That's it.
I think every single one of the dishes in my repertoire are inspired by nature.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what each of these 5 very special cooks draw on as their inspiration from nature and distill that into a story for us to find out today.
Just coming through you guys, sorry. Thank you.
What are you thinking, Callum? I see you got 2 ice cream machines on the go.
I do, yeah. So
Desserts?
I am going to do a dessert inspired by the Adelaide Hills. Start of autumn.
Very cool.
I get to the front of the room and the produce there is stunning. But what catches my eye is actually there's a pile of kind of autumny looking leaves and some wild fennel, and it takes me straight back to my home in the Adelaide Hills. It's a really special place for me. I met my wife there, I got married there, and I want to base a dish around that.
Do you live in the hills?
Yes, I do.
No pressure.
Well, hope you like it.
The dish I'm cooking today is inspired by the start of autumn in the Adelaide Hills. So the elements are going to be a fennel ice cream, a strawberry sorbet, wild fennel oil, roasted and fresh strawberries, autumn leaves made out of various chocolates, and crispy strawberry milk.
One of my other favourite things to do in the hills is go strawberry picking. It's like a really institution kind of thing to do up in the hills. So I'm going to use strawberries as a flavour and fennel as well. There's wild fennel growing all around my house up there as well. So for me, it kind of makes a bit of sense.
Bells, I already regret wearing a long sleeve top.
Yeah, it's so hot.
It's so hot.
I think I'm going to draw down on memory and experience for this one. I am making s'mores today, so I'm inspired by being in nature and camping, and I'm using some interesting native ingredients. So I'm doing a Davidson Plum marshmallow with a Davidson Plum gel, a whipped chocolate ganache and a cinnamon myrtle biscuit. My dad always took us camping up to the Murray River and we always had bonfires, so the marshmallows were always pulled out.
Amelia.
Hello.
Hello. What's happening?
Just cooking.
Is that marshmallow? That's
It's marshmallow, yeah.
Oh.
I'm doing s'mores.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Inspiration, nature, where's the link?
So we used to go camping as kids to the Murray all the time, so this is my inspo of being in nature.
A moment in time.
Yeah.
How are you going to make a top 5 s'more?
I'm just going to make it pretty fancy, Andy.
Really? Talk me through it.
So we'll have our little biggie. On one side, I'm going to pipe a whipped ganache, and then we're going to have a little tempered chocolate bitter twig sitting on that.
You're going to cook these over a fire? Or?
Yeah, so I'm going to serve it with some coals, and they're going to be sitting on cinnamon myrtle branches, so you'll get to toast them when you taste it.
DIY s'mores. Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, whole experience for you.
I'll keep an eye on them, don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely bringing my all today. I am being creative and I'm having fun with it and I'm thinking outside the box. And hopefully that's enough to win today.
Reynolds.
Hi, Mel.
Surely this challenge has you super excited. This is your kind of challenge.
I feel like all the challenges that I've done before, I should have just saved up for today.
Yeah.
The colour, nature, I've already done that. Brought moss the other week.
Moss aside, what are you bringing today?
I'll be doing a dessert that will look like a mushroom with hazelnut chocolate and porcini gelato.
Incredible.
I've done these flavours before in the restaurant and gotta make it better.
I'm not going to psych you out on this one.
Yeah.
This is me pushing you to be the best you can be. You've under-delivered a few times based on trying to cram in too much. How are you not going to do that this time around?
I don't want to do too much this time. I think it's like only 6 components.
Yeah.
But it's just all about the assembling of this dish.
That's it.
Thanks, Mel. For this dessert to look like a mushroom, it needs to stand upright, have the mushroom stalk and the cap, and it's gonna be really tough to do that in 75 minutes. Normally, I would need about 120 minutes to do this dish, and once again, I'm kind of condensing it down to a 75-minute cook. But this time around, I want to go out of my depth and try different things and come up with a new dish that will wow the judges.
Naturally, we want to see some beautiful dishes. You got 1 hour to go.
Come on, gang.
See what I did there?
Naturally, I do.
Naturally.
Such a dad joke.
Jock, one might say you are a natural at this.
Today I am going to make s'mores. A s'more is a roasty, toasty marshmallow sandwiched in between 2 biscuits with a piece of chocolate in there. This dish is just pure nostalgia for me. It's all dependent on that Davidson Plum marshmallow. Davidson Plum is a really sort of gobsmacking sour, so I need to get the balance right. The best thing about a s'more is the roasty, toasty marshmallow. So today I want the judges to roast their own marshmallows and have some fun with it and get messy.
Dude.
Few little marshies.
Oh. So we're cooking these ourselves?
You are.
That makes me very excited because why deprive us of half the joy of a s'more?
Almost all the joy. No, you're right.
Almost all the joy. What do you think of the balance of flavour in your marshmallow?
Because
that's quite sour.
Oh, really?
The magic of s'mores is the moorishness of it all. So, you know, think about that.
It is really challenging to get the balance right with native flavours. So I need to balance this perfectly. So I need... And I need the sweet, creamy richness from that bitter chocolate ganache to really neutralise that sour flavour. So I decided to add a little bit more cream to my ganache.
Using the blast chiller, Reynold?
Yeah, I am, but go for it. Just take it.
Now, where's my eucalyptus?
All right, you're on. We're done.
Okay, so look,
Sorry,
what is this? No, that's totally okay.
I can't do it, Mel, I'm sorry.
Mamma mia. As a child, I grew up in Italy for 2 years, in Tuscany, where my nonna and nonna were born, and I got to experience the amazing foraging of porcini mushrooms in autumn. And I just remember being surrounded by chestnut trees and oak trees. So I'm just kind of taking the inspiration from the surroundings of the pine, the oak, and the chestnuts, and I'm gonna make a beautiful mushroom broth with a toasted chestnut pasta dough, and then fill that filling with the beautiful Adelaide Hills porcini and pine mushrooms. I haven't put up a pasta dish in a long time in this competition. Made lots of pasta at the beginning of the competition, and then I decided to push myself using different techniques and skills. But I felt like today was a day like this dish is a childhood memory for me. It was the perfect time to pull it out. So when my nonna used to make this dish for us, I think it was my favourite thing. And it was just like the best hug you could ever get. That's what I want to do today. Whenever you're cooking with love and emotion and you're cooking with memories of something you did in your childhood, you always really want to do it justice. It's like I am so excited by this. This is basically me in a dish. This is my childhood, and it's getting me all emotional, but just happy emotions, you know? Brings back nice memories.
Oh, that's coming.
This challenge is really great because our only limitation really is our creativity.
In terms of nature, like I'm just going full-on Australian vibe with Australian native ice cream popsicles. There's going to be a water seed parfait with a Davidson plum caramel and then a eucalyptus and chocolate macadamia crunch on the outside.
I've tried the parfait and I'm really happy with it, so I pipe it into the moulds and get it into the blast chiller to set. But for this dessert to work, it all relies on that parfait setting in time.
I'm just making the caramel and the chocolate now, and then hopefully the parfait sets in time and I can just quickly assemble it.
Reese.
Reese! How you doing?
What's happening?
I'm making caramel.
That's it? Just caramel. Want to be good?
So I'm making a native ice cream popsicle.
Like a Magnum type thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I love Magnums.
And you also love native ingredients. I notice he's looking straight at you because I feel like he has to convince you that this is going to work because he knows them better than anyone.
Jock has a really great understanding of native ingredients. I know I need to nail the balance to really impress him.
So you're confident you got enough time?
I'm never confident with time. At the moment, I'm wholeheartedly relying on the blast chiller.
How many's in there?
I think I got 5.
Oh, who doesn't get a second?
Let's do this, Lozzie.
Yeah.
You can do this. Today I'll be cooking with some mushrooms and I'm going to do a dessert, a porcini gelato with hazelnut and caramelized milk chocolate. The name of my dish is as simple as mushroom. The components are porcini gelato, chocolate, almond tuile, and the hazelnut mousse. What I really like about this dessert is that I want to make it look like a mushroom as well. The inspiration is coming from earthiness, nuttiness, like from the hazelnuts, and the really rich aroma and umami of porcini. I want this gelato to be punch-in-your-face porcini mushroom. I want this hazelnut mousse to have that really roasty hazelnut taste. I'll pipe it into a hemisphere mold to put in a blast freezer. This will be a mushroom cap. My roasted milk chocolate ganache is going to be the stalk of this mushroom dessert. It needs to be set and frozen before I pour the hazelnut cap.
What do I need?
The The dish I'm cooking today is inspired by the start of autumn in the Adelaide Hills. So the elements are going to be a fennel ice cream and a strawberry sorbet, wild fennel oil, roasted and fresh strawberries, autumn leaves made out of various chocolates, and crispy strawberry milk.
How you doing, Callum?
Good, gents. How are you,
mate? We're good.
This looks like a very busy bench. And in true Callum style, you're doing how many different elements?
Well, 3 flavours.
How many different elements?
Just the fennel, chocolate, and strawberry is all I'm doing. Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. I did forget about that.
What is that?
That's crispy strawberry milk.
Oh, another element.
Just another one?
But it's 3 flavours, Jeff, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's
Go chat to someone else. Come back in a minute.
That's 8 elements so far.
Yeah, I better keep moving, eh?
Trying to get rid of us hard.
Thanks, guys.
Doesn't matter if you cook them with earth, wind or fire, you've got 30 minutes to do so.
I'm going all right. The parfait's in the freezer.
For this dessert to work, it all relies on that parfait set eating time. I'm kind of looking around and I realise everyone but Laurie's doing a dessert.
Have you got anything in here, Cal?
No, mate, nothing in there. I did, sorry, I've taken it out now.
The vision is to make it a popsicle, and that's what's really unique about this dessert. But I'm like freaking out about time.
Okay, so my parfait is not setting. They're just not freezing fast enough, so I really wanted to pop them in like the next 10 minutes. I'm scared I won't be able to.
So I need to think of something quick or I'm not going to have a dish. I'm stressing out about my water seed parfait not setting for my Australian native popsicles, but it just comes to my mind that I got this liquid nitrogen on the bench ready for my chocolate dip. I should just pour some of that onto my parfait and hope it speeds up the freezing process.
Are you dipping?
They're just not freezing fast enough, so in order to get...
Oh, they're not, are they? This is going to be... When in doubt, douse them.
Douse them.
Is it working? Seems pretty solid. Well, they're frozen now.
Oh, they all turned out. I've got perfect little parfait popsicles, so I'm really confident now that I'll be able to give the judges at least one each.
Thanks. We're looking for the 3 best. There's 5 cracking ideas. 20 minutes to go.
Ah! 20 minutes. Mamma mia.
This filling for my mushroom tortellini, I want it to have like a really intense mushroom flavour. So it's like salty, mushroomy, really earthy.
Beautiful little tortellini.
I definitely cannot rush this process right now. I mean, I need to make sure these tortellini are perfect, like it's the hero of the dish. So I can't move any quicker. I just need to take my time and then try and make up my time after I finish this.
They're so cute.
I want to put up a perfect dish. The judges expect nothing but perfection, especially with a pasta dish. So I know how much pressure is on me today. I know I need to nail this pasta to give myself the best possible chance to be in that immunity.
I'm really happy with these little tortellini. I'm trying to really like fill them to the brim. I want the flavour of mushroom to chestnut to be quite equal. So I'm really, really happy with these. All good, Mel?
Good. Do you want me to get the freezer?
All good, thanks a lot.
Sure.
How are you going?
Good.
I've got my marshmallow set and my cinnamon myrtle sublay biscuits are in the oven. My little chocolate twigs are done and I'm really happy with the flavour of my Davidson plum gel. And now I need to move on to my chocolate ganache mix and I need to whip it up to get it nice and light. It's just that creaminess that is going to really soften the sourness of these plums. I'm worried about the balance of the sour, but this chocolate ganache is really rich and creamy, and that's what's going to carry that sour. Especially once the marshmallows are burnt and bitter and caramelised, the balance will be spot on.
My strawberry sorbet is out of the churner and it tastes intensely of strawberries. I really, really like it. It's a beautiful colour as well, and I think it's going to go perfectly with that fennel ice cream.
All my elements are starting to come together, and I'm pretty happy with how it's tasting. So, yeah, I think the aesthetics of my dish, the way I'm telling the story, it has to look autumny, otherwise kind of what's the point? So, yeah, I'm just going to have a little think about that now.
Jock and Andy are a bit concerned about the number of elements I've got going on, but I really want this dish to not only taste delicious, but really kind of emulate that sort of autumny kind of feel. And now I've got to start working on everything else that's actually going to make it look autumny. I'm going to get cracking on my crispy strawberry milk. This is going to form one of the kind of like leaves that are going to be on the top of my dish, and I'm going to dust it with heaps of strawberry powder.
8 elements. Is that right?
I know, I really can't. I just keep telling you guys, it's just 3 flavours. It's not the amount of elements.
Just remember, sometimes more is more and sometimes less is more, as your choice to decide where to draw the line.
I agree. Thank you very much, Mel. Yeah, crispy strawberry milk.
My porcini gelato mix is really nicely infused and I've added enough salt in there. A hazelnut mushroom cap and the chocolate ganache stalk. I'm stretching the almond twill and I want this kind of look like a leaf for a bit more of a dramatic effect. This is it's coming together nicely. If everything sets perfectly, then I know I'll be able to do well today.
Do you still use the Plum freezer?
I've got one more thing in there. I'll grab it out now, actually.
Yeah, one of my stuff might not come out. I check on my ganache and is not set at all. This little mushroom stalk is causing me so much stress, and it's the only one I have.
How are you travelling?
It's a close one, Andy.
It's a close one?
Yeah.
Hey, you were cruising before.
I know, it's just the timing. I should stop
What's
cruising.
happened?
Just my component. It's, how do I say it? It needs to freeze.
So it's not set?
No.
What component is it?
The stalk of the mushroom.
Oh. If this stalk doesn't set, we don't have a mushroom.
I do not have a mushroom.
Oh.
It's like a poop.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, brother. Sorry, Reynold.
Oh.
My ganache mushroom stalk looks like poop. I'm not sure I'm gonna fix this, so I'm just trying to think in my head, but then it clicks. I need to pour this in liquid nitrogen.
So that's the stalk. Is that the top?
This is the stalk, yeah. The top is already in.
I put my mushroom stalk ganache in a bath of liquid nitrogen to kind of really freeze and set, and then I brush chocolate on until it has those streaks of what mushrooms would have. Everything rides on this one mushroom stalk. I'm taking a huge gamble on this one component.
We're only looking for the top 3, and you guessed it, 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, guys, come on.
The tortellini are done. I'm really happy. They look really even and perfectly shaped. I really want to be able to take the judges into this forest and for them to feel like they are hunting for mushrooms when they're eating this dish. So there is a lot at risk today.
Are you happy?
Yeah. With the tiny little morsels.
They are gorgeous.
Thank you, Mel.
Perfect pasta is what we demand today.
Yeah.
So I poured liquid nitrogen on the parfaits and they came out beautifully. I'm really happy with them, so I'm going to start assembling them now.
To assemble my popsicle, I dip the parfait into the caramel until it's fully coated.
Oh, it's going to be a double layer.
I'm going to attempt it.
If it doesn't work, I'll still eat it.
I can now dip it into the chocolate to finish the final layer. And just sprinkle it with the macadamia nuts.
They look epic. I'm excited.
Thanks, Andy.
I want the judges to have fun with these s'mores. I'm getting some coals ready. Oh, she hot. I want them to roast their marshmallows and assemble this themselves and get just really sticky and dirty when eating it. Oh. On one side of my biscuit, I put a disc of the Davidson Plum gel, and on the other biscuit, I pipe a little mound of that chocolate ganache. I am loving this little dessert. I think this is so much fun, and so out of the box for me.
My 3 different chocolates have set now, so I've snapped them into kind of random little shapes and they're going to form my sort of falling leaves. But I feel a little bit unsure. In terms of meeting the brief today, I've tried to make this nature on a plate as much as I possibly could. I'm hoping I've done enough to be in that top 3.
Everyone, and Reynold, this one's kind of for you. Whew. You got 1 minute to go.
Come on!
1 minute to go. All right.
It's cutting it fine, huh?
Very.
I've got my hazelnut cap on my stalk to make it look like a mushroom, and it slides off. I mean, oh my God. Please don't crack. Now, pressure is really getting to me.
30 seconds to go, come on!
This mushroom is doing my head in. This is really, really stressful. This is the last final moments. If I really screw up now, all that efforts of saving my mushroom stalk was for nothing.
Fine, Kel.
Yeah. Go, Milsey. One little cute popsicle each. I'm stoked.
Here we go! 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Why'd I put myself through the stress?
You get it done?
I did, actually.
Nice. Well done, mate.
Well done, man.
Good stuff.
That was a close call.
Look at it! I want to eat one.
This is a pretty fun, inventive dish, a little outside the box for me, so I hope that's enough.
Five incredible minds and 5 very, very big ideas. So we're really looking forward to seeing whether or not those big ideas made it onto the plate. We're looking for the top 3 dishes, one of which will end up being in the top 4. And our first dish is Amelia.
Go, Milsey.
Like Milsey.
All right, what's the dish?
I've made Davidson Plum s'mores today. So there's a cinnamon myrtle sablé, a Davidson plum gel, and then a whipped dark chocolate ganache with a little tempered chocolate twig, and then a Davidson plum marshmallow.
Okay, for such an American dish, this is quite Australian in terms of the way you've interpreted. What made you go here?
My dad used to take us camping up to the Murray all the time. We always were roasting marshmallows. It's something so exciting as a kid to be able to have that control and, you know, get to eat like pure sugar.
Andy, save me.
Smoosh. Satisfying amount of smoosh.
Good smoosh.
I thought that was a brilliant dish. What I think you've done really well here is take Indigenous Australian flavours and really highlight them and celebrate them and still balance them with that sense of play, which is genius.
Thank you, thanks.
I think we're all kind of looking at each other, going, like having a little giggle to each other, because it's fun food. And I'm stoked that you did it. I'm stoked that you went, you know what? I'm going back to the childhood with this one. What I was concerned about was the flavour profile, but you've done a really, really good job. With the native flavours, they're all big flavours, but you've really nailed the combination of those. I'm smiling still, so huge, huge props for the dish.
Thanks, Andy, thank you.
Amelia, I too loved it. Really, really good. The Davidson plum in the marshmallow was fantastic. Great addition using the cinnamon myrtle skewer to cook over the campfire. We get to do it ourselves, we can interact with it, we had fun. The flavours are fantastic, it looked the business. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Mia.
She's not just a French patisserie whiz.
Watching Jock, Melissa and Andy shove these things into their mouths, like sticky fingers, it's just the best. That was really nice feedback, and it is the exact experience I wanted to deliver.
I haven't said this for a while. Laura, bring us some pasta.
Melty, could you help me? Thank you. Whew. Oh my God, I'm getting so much. Grr. I haven't cooked pasta for a while now, and I feel like I've just been trying to show so much more of what I can do. The reason why I started cooking was because I grew up with food. So it's, oh my God. This dish means everything, and I think today was the best day to pull it out. I just hope that I'm in that top 3 because I would love to cook for Immunity tomorrow.
Laura, what's the dish?
I've made a mushroom tortellini in brodo.
We haven't seen a pasta from you for a long, long time. Why bring it out now?
I spent 2 years as a kid living in Tuscany. I'm going to get all emotional. Ooh. In the town where my grandparents grew up. Oh my God. I was like this little and like this chubs. And in autumn, we used to go porcini hunting. There was like a forest at the top of the hill. I was like immediately drawn to those flavours on the display and wanted to cook this. This dish is something I grew up with, but like a very peasant chicken and pork version of it.
Why so much emotion that's attached to it?
I think it's just the memories of like my childhood with my grandparents. Yeah, just really special.
Do you want to finish this off
I
and
would love to.
we'll taste?
Thank you.
This is a dish of depth. When I say depth, I don't just mean the flavour in the broth, which was rich. It had that turbocharged mushroomy flavour. You've taken a recipe that your grandmother taught you and then you've made it yours.
Yep.
I thought it was fantastic. Deep, deep mushroom flavour, first of all. The thing that I really like about this is actually the chestnut pasta. It's got a very different texture, which allows you to feel the texture of the mushrooms that are inside the tortellini a little bit better. This is the kind of thing that I expect to see at this end of the competition. Well done.
Thank you.
There is a broth that has just ridiculous amounts of flavour in it. And then you've got your pasta, which we all know you can nail, but the filling is just textbook perfect and leaving it chunky so we can get more texture out of it. I don't think it was a risk to do a pasta, but there was expectation, and you've met the expectation.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you very much.
Incredible.
Well done, Laura.
Thank you.
All right, Reynold, let's have it, mates.
There's some concentration on his face.
Reynold, explain the dish.
It's called mushroom porcini gelato with milk chocolate, hazelnut mousse, almond twirl, chocolate soil.
Mate, you're full of smiles, aren't you?
Yeah. It was really stressful, as you can see from my apron. Probably one of my messiest cooks, but I'm happy that I got it up.
You said it was going to be a mushroom dessert.
Yeah.
It looks like a mushroom. It smells like a mushroom. You were, I think it's safe to say, right down to the line, though. Did you think you bit off more than you could chew there for a second?
But there it is.
Look at it. That looks like a mushroom stem.
Reynold, I couldn't imagine a mushroom being able to taste more mushroomy. Porcini is the key flavour in there, you'll be pleased to hear, through that ice cream. Texture of the ice cream is fantastic. The milk chocolate mousse in the stem is brilliant, encapsulated in that white chocolate on the outside. It looked like a mushroom stem, it's fantastic. That twirl, what are you calling this?
It's just a pulled almond twirl.
Very good. Presentation-wise, that's one of your best dishes.
Thanks, Chuck.
You get a huge punch of mushroom as soon as you eat it, but then it just glides with you the whole way through all of the different layers of chocolate. That could be your, I'm going into immunity tomorrow, because that blew my mind.
Talk about mushroom magic, the balance of the bitter chocolate, the white chocolate, the hazelnut, the almond, the fine tuning of the sweet and the salty, and for me, that little bit of lime zest that's still playing around on my palate. I freaking loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you guys. Thanks so much. The judges love my mushroom dessert. I'm so stoked because this is me. This is the stuff I love to cook.
So good.
Oh, so good.
Time for an ice cream race.
Coming.
That's you, Will.
That's me.
Love that strut, Reese.
Hello.
Hello.
I made a Australian native ice cream popsicle.
Beautiful. Talk me through it.
There's a caramel wattle seed parfait on the inside, as well as a Davidson plum caramel. Then there's a eucalyptus chocolate crunch on the outside with toasted macadamia nut.
Why this? When you saw the table, was it a memory? Was it an ingredient?
When I think of the Australian bush, that to me is nature, so I'm here in Australian bush.
I reckon we crack on. You right to plate up these? Sure.
I think it's DIY. Looks pretty fancy, doesn't it? Look at Andy's smiling, look at it. It's like a kid.
I love ice cream, man.
Execution-wise, I think it's spot on. The parfait, the texture of that is ballpark perfect, actually. For me, though, it is delicious. It's just a little bit heavy on the wattle seed.
Okay.
The chocolate coating, the liquid caramel, everything executed really beautifully. The wattle seed is really full on, and I don't want you to be defeated by that because I think what you've brought us is a lot of joy today.
Reese, my only flaw is the wattle seed and the eucalyptus together with the other elements. It's the aftertaste. It just keeps lagging on. It takes people years to wrangle these ingredients. So don't be disheartened, keep working.
Thank you.
Well done, Reese.
My fingers are crossed that I get into that immunity challenge, but I do think the wattle seed could be something that might keep me out of the top 3.
Hey, Callum, time to shine, my friend.
The judges are concerned about the number of elements I've got going on, so if one element isn't right, I could lose my chance to that top 3.
Callum, can you tell us about your dish?
It's inspired by the start of autumn in the Adelaide Hills. So the dish is strawberries, wild fennel and chocolate.
There looks to be a fair few elements going on here. I think we counted about 8, right? Can you break them down?
Wild fennel ice cream on the bottom and then strawberry sorbet, roasted and alpine strawberries. It's a fennel oil, crispy strawberry milk and then the chocolate leaves. Mine is kind of like vaguely inspired by autumn leaves, and then you see Reynold who does a mushroom, and you could confuse it for an actual mushroom. So it's a high bar to contend with.
Absolutely. Well, the bar is extremely high at this point of the game, especially if we're talking the last chance at immunity, really.
So let's hope I've done enough.
So let's hope so.
For me, you've balanced it nearly perfectly. The wild strawberries play their role in being really bright and tart. And then just even the little bits of fennel pollen as well. They bursts of fennel flavour, but not overpowering. This is a surprise for me because I didn't think you'd be able to balance so many elements on the plate, but you've done it. Well done.
Thank you, Andy.
In terms of the flavours here, it's tart, it's refreshing, but it's also anchored by richness and smoothness as well. Those fennel flavours really kind of give it a lovely earthy grounding. I thought the presentation was lovely, having the different textures and different colours to kind of suggest the idea of autumn leaves. You're such a thoughtful cook, and this was a very thoughtful dish of food. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel.
I gotta say, you're playing with fire with fennel fronds, and somehow you managed to pull it off. And I think really that is your kind of balance with the amount of chocolate that you put in the dish. The fennel ice cream itself was absolutely magical. It was, for me, without question, the highlight. And really, the strawberry sorbet just accentuated that. Honestly, mate, like perfect. Really, really good. Well done.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So happy. Top three, top three. This is exactly the kind of feedback I was hoping for, and I think particularly Jock living in the hills and me trying to create a dish inspired by it, I think he was going to be the really tough one to impress today. The fact that he really likes the dish gives me a decent chance of being in that top three.
We have 2 words for you all. Thank you. That was an incredible tasting. Today, you guys reaffirmed why you are the top 5, because that was some seriously good cooking.
Having said that, we're only looking for 3 people to go into the immunity challenge. And if I call your name, you're one of them. Reynold. That mushroom was one of your best dishes in the competition, mate, so well done.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Callum. Autumn in the Adelaide Hills is something I'm very familiar with, and that perfectly balanced dish took me right back there in a delicious way. Well done, mate.
Thanks, Joe.
And Laura. It was always going to be hard for you to outpasta yourself, but you did. It wasn't just delicious, it was full of heart and history. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Reynold, Callum, Laura, no rest for the wicked. You guys are cooking in the final immunity challenge this year. And at the end of the day, one of you will be the first person into the top 4. Go home, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you tomorrow. Epic day today, guys.
Well done, everybody.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
Today is the day that I can pull out my big guns.
The moment the nation's been waiting for.
I want to show Australia the absolute best of the best.
Prepare to revel in the magic.
This dish is definitely going to be the most beautiful dish I've ever made.
As this incredible artist unveils his pièce de résistance.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.